A man arrested after a dramatic standoff with police caught on camera. Why neighbors say this house has been the source of problems for years.
An event sparks controversy at a water park in North Texas. Why Governor Abbott is threatening to pull a city's funding if it isn't canceled.
Little rain in my forecast, and the best chance for the rest of this week. Unfortunately, it happens on Sunday, on Mother's Day.
And it's hard to find gas for less than $4 a gallon right now. Why some relief could be on the way.
Some young eagles will soon be learning to fly at White Rock Lake. What city officials want you to know ahead of a busy Mother's Day weekend.
And we start tonight with stunning new video of a dramatic standoff in Tarrant County.
A man stood in the street holding a gun as police tried to convince him to surrender.
Brittany Costello reports from Richland Hills and spoke to a neighbor who watched it all unfold.
The blue home on Dogwood Park in Richland Hills is red tagged. Jessica Tennyson's family has lived next to it for 25 years. But what unfolded Monday was a first for her.
He's got a wallet and a gun in his hand.
She says police and SWAT surrounded their street, there to pick up her neighbor, who police say was waving a gun out of a window.
There's like 3 cops down there, 2 cops down here. There's cops on that street, cops on that street. It's a mess.
Tennyson says her neighbor was in and out of the house. He was in the street, then on the ground in the yard in front of her window, seemingly taunting officers.
I thought that they were going to shoot him.
Sheena McAkron is a public information officer with Richland Hills Police. She says it took more than an hour and a less than lethal round fired at him to get him out.
It definitely appeared to be a dangerous situation.
She says suspect 53-year-old William Chauncey was renting the little blue house and was suspected of arson days earlier. Neighbors reported seeing smoke coming from the roof over the weekend, but say they watched the man who lives here run off before first responders got here. You could see the damage from Tennyson's backyard. She says she thinks she knows why the fire was set.
He had gotten an eviction notice May 2nd. So that's...
How do you know that?
Because they told me.
She says this rental property has been a problem for neighbors for years.
We don't even know who she's going to rent out to next. It could be worse than him.
What do you
That's scary.
She hopes this is motivation to get it cleaned up for good. Chauncey is in jail, facing several charges from the standoff and many others.
He was on parole, so now he has a parole violation as well.
In Richland Hills, I'm Brittany Costello.
Now to a live look at Reunion Tower in Dallas. We're coming to the end of an overcast day with off and on showers. Could we see more rain this week, Pete?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Chris. I have rain in my forecast. But I don't have the cold weather that we had today. I heard what you were all talking about, the cold weather today. 66 degrees right now in Fort Worth. We have a north-northeast wind at 12. A couple little spotty showers here in parts of Dallas County, over in Kaufman County. There's nothing severe, maybe a rumble of thunder, that's it. And the rain coverage for the next hour or two is about 10%. There we are right now. Well, all 100% of us will have chilly temperatures tonight and cloudy conditions tonight. Right now in Dallas, it's 63. It's 60 in McKinney. Look at Paris. It's 59. Just above freezing in Paris right now. 57 in Mineola, 66 in Fort Worth, 68 in Mineral Wells. Coleman, look at that. 71 degrees off to the southwest of Fort Worth. Here's 8 o'clock tonight. Maybe a sprinkle. That's about all I have in my forecast. Lots of clouds tonight. Kind of chilly as we head through tonight, just as it has been during the day today. We drop into the 50s at DFW by midnight, 59 degrees. We start tomorrow at 52. Some places tomorrow will have low temperatures in the upper 40s. I have warmer weather on the way, and I do have more rain. I actually have rain in my Mother's Day forecast. Those details coming up.
Developing right now, Governor Greg Abbott is calling for an event at Grand Prairie Water Park to be called off, or he will pull $500,000 in state grants. It centers on a controversial party at Epic Waters in Grand Prairie celebrating Eid, a Muslim holiday. The park says a local organization bought the entire space for the day. Governor Abbott calls it religious discrimination, and a site owned by the city should not hold Muslim-only events. Tonight, the organizer says she has the right to rent out a space for private use.
I'm not going to change my identity. I'm not going to change what I stand for. I'm not going to change what I have the right to do just because some people don't like it.
Just heard back from the city of Grand Prairie. It says it is in discussions with the governor's office about the issue. We will have more on this controversy tonight at 10.
Wise County is paying tribute to Athena Strand a day after Tanner Horner was sentenced to death for killing her. Judge J.D. Clark shared photos of the courthouse lit up in pink last night, the little girl's favorite color. She was killed in 2022, but her family found some measure of justice this week. Guards took Horner from Tarrant County to a detention center in Livingston, about an hour north of Houston. He'll spend the rest of his years there until a date is set for his execution.
Tonight, we just learned the identity of a victim killed inside a Carrollton business. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner identifies them as Sung Rae Cho. We still don't know the identity of the second person killed. The attack has shocked the Korean community in North Texas. Minnie Hicks stopped by the two crime scenes in Carrollton, still dealing with yesterday's aftermath.
It is very shocking.
Flowers here at the Korean Association of Dallas. It's a memorial for the victims in Tuesday's deadly shooting in Carrollton.
It's a so sad story that we have here.
It's a day of mourning.
This hits too close to home.
And confusion among a tight-knit Korean community. Many are trying to figure out why a business meeting turned into the unimaginable.
It's shocking. It's being desensitized. There's so much crimes out there. But this community, this thing never happened in the history of a Korean community at this level.
Carrollton police aren't releasing much about the victims because they're notifying their families first. In the meantime, police charged 69-year-old Song-ho Han with capital murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
We are all emotionally connected to the community and to ties to these people. And almost everybody knows everyone that was involved.
The area where the shooting happened looks much different than Tuesday, but only some businesses have reopened. Others are waiting for the gas to be turned back on. In a statement to WFAA, Atmos Energy said, quote, first responders suspended natural gas service to all shopping center tenants as a precautionary measure. While they work to restore energy, this community is working to restore unity.
We will work together, support one another, and move forward.
In Carrollton, I'm Minnie Hicks.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find cheap gas anywhere in North Texas right now, but we just checked. Some of the highest prices are near major roads. We found some gas stations off 75 charging a lot more than $4 a gallon. And according to Gas Buddy, here's a look at where you can find some of the cheapest options in DFW. 3 locations in Forney are selling for just over $3 a gallon, and some stations in Louisville and Waxahachie are hovering right around $3.50 or so. It's worth noting, Gas Buddy relies on users to report prices, so these can fluctuate throughout the day. You'll find some of the best deals at big box stores that require memberships like BJ's and Costco.
Now to a breaking story, Chris. We brought you at 5, a semi destroyed after a crash on US 75 in Anna. We just learned the driver was killed. It shut down the traffic lanes in both directions, and there you see the results. Let's get to Stacia Wilson with an update right now at 6:07. How are things looking now, Stacia?
Yeah, let's take a look and see what's going on. I'm just having a little bit of a problem with my computer, but what I can tell you is it looks like that northbound side is still currently closed. According to TxDOT, they have shut down the southbound side. And so that is a situation that has improved. But again, the northbound side currently closed at FM 455. You can just take Highway 5. It's parallel to Central Expressway through that stretch of Anna in the northern portion of Collin County. It'll get you around all of that congestion. And then also watching a problem along 635, a stalled vehicle slowing things down there. I'm going to go ahead and get you that camera. We did have an accident along 35 at Rector, but that cleared. But that stalled vehicle along 635 northbound at US 80 causing a little bit of a backup there in Mesquite. All right, back to you.